Hello and welcome to Goa 365 Face to Face. With us today, all the way from Delhi, is a known face in the AAP circuit, on TV, on television, national television, Atishi. Welcome Atishi to our
Thank
show.
you.
Atishi is an MLA from Kalgagi constituency in Delhi, sorry if the pronunciation is not right, and also a national spokesman of AAP. Now AAP has been putting in a lot of effort to try and become the principal opposition in Goa. So I would like Atishi herself to give you all an overview of what AAP wants to do in Goa. Atishi.
Actually, today is a very important day. Today is 10th of July.
Okay.
And 10th of July today, 2021, marks the second anniversary of the date when 10 Congress MLAs defected from the Congress and joined the BJP. And I think the reasons 10th of July is extremely important is because this insult to the people of Goa, of the voters of Goa. Because what is it that when you have big politicians, MLAs, ministers, what is the power that a common man has? That is the power of the vote.
Correct, absolutely.
And that is what the real power of democracy that the Constitution has given us. And so people in 2017, when they voted the Congress, gave Congress 17 seats, wanted to vote against the BJP. And they felt that Congress could be an alternative. And I'm being very honest, we also contested the
Absolutely,
elections. People did not think that at that point of time AAP could be an alternative. They felt Congress was the alternative to the BJP.
Absolutely.
And they gave them 17 seats. And that was a mandate against the BJP, clearly.
Yes.
So when 10 MLAs of the Congress party jump ship and go into the BJP, this is an insult to the people of Goa who voted them into power. And it's an insult by the Congress because obviously those MLAs said that we are going for the development of our constituencies. I think the people of Goa really know that development may have happened in their bank accounts, in their assets, in their relatives' businesses. It has definitely not happened in their constituencies.
Okay, fair enough.
And so they really sold the mandate that the people had given, and BJP chose to steal the mandate that the people had given. And I think that is really the disillusionment of the people of Goa. And that is really what I feel that where AAP is beginning to play an important role in Goan politics, is because now people are looking for an alternative. They gave Congress a chance against the BJP, only to realize on this day 2 years ago that they're actually the same party.
Correct.
And we are giving, on behalf of the people of Goa, we are on the second anniversary of this defection, we are sending cakes to these MLAs. And we had their party name and symbol, which actually says it's the Congress Janata Party. It's actually one party.
Why? Yeah, actually I wanted to ask you about this. Now, yesterday also when you came, you made this point. No, it's just one party, it's not two parties. Why do you say that? I can vaguely know the reason. You've been talking about it for the past couple of minutes, but why do you say it specifically? I want you to say. I mean, I want to know.
Actually, it's interesting, and I think I will actually call this the Goa model. Because when this wholesale jumping of ship happened from the Congress to the BJP, this model was then taken by BJP across the country. Then this model was followed in Madhya Pradesh, then this model was followed in Manipur, this model was followed in Karnataka. So what is this model? This model is that it doesn't matter in states which have this two-party contest, whether you vote for the BJP or whether you vote for the Congress, it doesn't matter whom you vote for. Because even if the Congress MLAs win, like for example in Gujarat, I was in Gujarat a couple of months ago, and in Gujarat the word on the street is that the Congress candidates list is made in the BJP head office.
Seriously?
Yes, that's the word on the street. I'm just reporting that. And so it is said that वो तो ऐसे लोग खड़े करते हैं जो बीजेपी के वालों के सामने जीत ही नहीं सकते. And that is how BJP has been winning all those years. And even in states where Congress MLAs do win against the BJP, after the elections they go lock, stock and barrel into the BJP, and the BJP forms the government. And this really is what the BJP and Congress gave the country as the Goa model, unfortunately. And I think this is the reason why we specifically say it's one party, because look at it as a voter, and I'm not talking as a politician. you're unhappy with the policies of one government or one political party. You vote for another. This is why you have a party system in
Obviously,
India.
yes, yes.
Thinking that they are ideologically different, their policies are different, their agendas are different. तो मैं इस पार्टी से खुश नहीं हूँ, तो मैं दूसरी पार्टी को वोट देती. But now it doesn't matter because whichever party you vote for, it is the BJP that's going to form the government.
But actually, now as a Goan, see, we are known for a lot of things. We are known for the beaches, we are known for our tourism. But this is, I don't think most Goans would like to be known for this.
And it's very unfortunate. And this is what the people of Goa don't want.
Correct, absolutely.
And
absolutely.
this is exactly what they don't want. And this is really the disillusionment on the people of Goa. And 1st of July, we started this Let's Clean Goa Politics. We started a campaign. One of my colleagues from Delhi, Raghav Chadda, had come to launch the campaign. It's been 10 days. And we have had 70,000 pledges for this campaign.
Okay. Across the state?
Across the state. We've had 70,000 pledges from all parts of the state.
Okay.
And I think this really indicates that while Aam Aadmi Party may have started this campaign, but this campaign represents the voice of the people of Goa. Because no one wants this. कि भाई इसको वोट दिया, वो उस पार्टी में चला गया, उसको वोट दिया, उस पार्टी में चला गया. You have candidates who have contested in a constituency, once from BJP, once from Congress party, once from a third party.
Hopefully few, not too many, I think.
But I think that is the change that the people of Goa want.
Absolutely, I don't think see, I'm not speaking as a journalist, but I don't think anybody from any state would want people jumping around and being, so much of instability. And see, we need an opposition. Ultimately, democracy works not so much as the ruling side, but also as the opposition.
Absolutely, it is the responsibility of the opposition to raise the issues of the people that are not getting addressed by the government. One is not expecting that the opposition will go into the ruling party.
Absolutely.
And if there is one, for whom does it not work? It does not work for the common people.
Absolutely.
It obviously works for the politicians.
Absolutely.
Because they are making their money or they are getting their contract, whatever else that they are getting.
Absolutely.
And but Aam Janta ka kya ho raha hai? What happens to the jobs for the people of Goa? Have they got jobs in the previous tenure of this government? Have they got jobs in the current tenure? No, they haven't. We have seen in this entire COVID times about how the healthcare system has been at a total collapse. And we have seen what state the higher education system is in. So we can see one after the other that for the people of Goa, it does not matter if one party comes or the other party comes. No one is there standing with them. Like in this entire COVID time over the last 3 months, when people needed support, when people wanted support, there was no governance structure almost to help them. It is society that came together. And in the last few months, we have seen that Aam Aadmi Party volunteers came forward, be it for the distribution of ration. Now, they are not elected representatives or in any position of power.
Correct.
They are just people who stepped forward to help people when they needed ration, when they needed an oxygen concentrator, when they needed advice from a doctor. And this is the question that people are asking, bhai, sarkar kahan hai? What is the government doing?
Absolutely. See, yes, I totally agree that this COVID was very bad, at least in Goa, because we are a small state and GMC, these deaths, and especially during between, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock and 3, 4, it was bad. But this is a tragedy, or whatever, pandemic, whatever you may call it. But now you've been coming to Goa. You are in charge of Goa.
Yes, yes.
So you've been coming to Goa, say, for about a year.
Yes, a little over a year.
A little over a year. So over the period of that year, what are the issues that you have seen which the government has, which the people of Goa have faced? Starting with, I think you all had a campaign on electricity. What are the various issues that you have seen that the people have faced?
So I think there is multiple issues that the people of Goa face. One, for example, electricity is an issue that we have taken up. Electricity, the high electricity prices that exist in Goa. And why is it that Goans have to pay so much for electricity? And somehow electricity is something that we believed as a fact of life that
take it for granted.
Take it for granted that the prices will just keep going up. And I think it is only in Delhi that Arvind Kejriwal has shown that it is possible, one, to stop them from increasing. And in Delhi, he has achieved what no one thought was possible, that you can have a zero electricity bill. That you have more than 50% of the city getting zero electricity
Certain
bills.
section, 300
Yeah.
units? If I'm
Up to
not-
200 units.
200, okay.
And in the non-summer months, that's almost 60 to 70% of the population gets a zero electricity bill. I have last year got for many months
I see.
a zero
Okay.
electricity bill. I was in Bombay and I was telling one of my cousins that I got a 7 rupee electricity bill that month. And she refused to believe it. I'm not joking.
7 rupees is like...
Yeah. And I actually had to get someone to WhatsApp me a photo of the electricity bill because my cousin wouldn't believe that it's possible.
I don't believe you. Sorry. It's difficult to believe.
Exactly.
The
That for a
bills that
middle
we are getting are amazing.
that for a middle class family to get a 7 rupee electricity bill is something that you didn't think was possible.
Absolutely.
And even in Delhi till 6-7 years ago, we also used to believe that rising electricity bills is like a law of nature.
Yeah, see.
And so why is it that people of Goa are paying such high electricity prices? Second, I think that, and this is a major question, is the question of employment and the economy. Where is the economy of Goa going? You have a state which is in serious fiscal deficit, right?
Yes.
You have a state which is not able to pay its salary bills. You have a state where, if someone was to do a study of how the fiscal deficit of the state is rising and how possibly the assets of the politicians are rising, you will begin to see where the money is actually going. And you have a state whose economy is not developing. You have a state where jobs are not growing. And I think this is the biggest question for the youth of the state, that where are the jobs going to come from? And the fact that the youth of Goa had to leave Goa in the search of jobs, I think is a very serious issue that needs to be addressed. Healthcare, as I have mentioned,
Yes.
I think that COVID has shown that the healthcare system is in a state of collapse, and just the number of ambulances
Yeah.
that one needed for COVID patients. There was a time when there was 6 ambulances available for COVID patients. At a time in Delhi, when we had 1,000 ambulances available only for COVID patients, Goa had 6. And I think that it is these issues that at some point of time, there's a saying in Hindi, na, कि पानी सिर के ऊपर चला जाता है.
Yeah.
And I think that is where the people of Goa are at, number one. The second thing is that there is a point of time till which the voter thinks कि भाई सारी parties ही तो ऐसी हैं, कौन सा इस पार्टी को वोट दो या उस पार्टी को वोट दो, nothing changes. But I think with Aam Aadmi Party coming into the fray, and the reason why Aam Aadmi Party today in 2021 is different from Aam Aadmi Party in 2017 is that
I was
now
going to ask you that, but you
is because when in 2017 we were barely 2 years into power in Delhi.
Okay.
I think now after Aam Aadmi Party's sort of major victory in a second election,
Second, yeah.
I think
Unexpected, if I may.
well, not for us. We like to believe it was not unexpected. And you're a journalist, you've probably been following politics far more closely than we ever did. We were just...
Closely, I don't know, but for a longer time,
Yeah.
probably, possibly.
And for a
yes.
much longer time.
Yes.
And I think that I don't think there is any example in Indian democratic history where a party has won 90% seats in 2 consecutive elections.
I don't recall.
So I think in the first election, everyone thought, chalo, Aam Aadmi Party is a flash in the
Right.
pan. Ek bari ho gaya. But for a second time, after a 5-year tenure, to come back again with more than 90% seats, I don't think there is a bigger show of confidence that the people of Delhi could have done. And today, be it on the front of electricity, be it on the front of water supply, be it on education, be it on healthcare, transport, etc., the Aam Aadmi Party has delivered. And that is the reason why people voted it back into power. And that is what makes Aam Aadmi Party, even in Goa in 2021 and in 2022, different from what it was in 2017. Because here you have a party that has shown that this is possible. That
At
we are
least in
not just
Delhi, yes.
but we are not just, when we knock at someone's door in Goa and say कि हम बिजली का बिल zero कर सकते हैं, या हम बिजली के दाम कम कर सकते हैं.
have shown that it can
We
be
have
done.
shown that it can be done.
And a lot of other parties now are saying, no, we'll give you 0-0. I mean, I've seen it in Punjab, I think.
Yeah, absolutely.
Same in,
And
Telangana,
same
something.
for free bus ride for women.
Yeah, that also, yes.
No one earlier thought it was possible. Everyone said that it's a unviable decision. But the fact is,
How is it working, that thing bus in Delhi?
you should ask the women of Delhi. They're extremely happy. I had a relative over, and she's like, "मैं बस में चढ़ी और उन्होंने मेरे से टिकट ही नहीं ली." And she was like, she was really confused. कि what exactly happened? And she said, कि क्यों नहीं ली? And I said, because it's free for women.
Also,
across-
bus service in Delhi has improved. Once upon a time, it was pretty bad for anybody. Forget.
Yeah, no,
women
it has
itself.
improved. And
Yeah.
you must realize that it's very empowering for women.
Yes.
Because for any woman to step out of your house, you need to take money from your father, your husband, or your son.
Not all.
But a lot, a very large majority. Even till
Even
now
till
in
this
Delhi,
day, yeah.
the participation of women in the workforce is only 11%.
I mean, Goa, no. Goa, it's
Yeah.
I think almost 50%.
And so consequently for women, it's very empowering. For girls, the options in terms of both looking for jobs, in terms of higher education, really open out. Because
traveling.
earlier the family may not have been
Correct.
willing to invest that money that was needed.
Absolutely, fair enough, fair
So-
enough, absolutely. And I think we need to do a lot more. I don't think India does enough for its women,
Yeah.
mothers, sisters, wives. And Delhi doesn't have a very good reputation. I mean, the North doesn't have a very good reputation
No,
as
no,
far
true,
as
true.
women is concerned. Goa is not that bad, but or at least it's better than the North.
It is better, but we all need to move forward.
Absolutely.
We all need to move forward.
Okay. Besides this, anything else? Any other issues that you have seen? You think Goa has problems with?
I think one of Goa's biggest issues is corruption in Goa's politics.
Okay.
I think that really is the overarching issue behind all of this. And
Why do you say that? Why do you say that?
because you see,
Or how does it affect also? Two questions.
yeah, I'm coming to that. How does it affect? Basically, what we saw, as I said, on this 10th of July, you have people going
Okay.
from one party to another
Wholesale,
party.
yeah, lock, stock and
You
barrel.
have wholesale lock, stock and barrel people going from one party to another. Now, why would they go? Right? Obviously, there is some, we
For
are not born.
development of the
No, for development, yes. But whose development, as I said, that
constituencies.
is an open question. I mean, we can next time you can do a show of those constituencies to see how much they
Yeah, on a regular
Yeah.
basis, roads and we are doing.
Yeah, exactly. So we can see what has developed and what has not. So what happens? See, there is a pool of money and a pool of resources that exists in the state. Now, either that can go into the pocket of the politicians, or that can go into public interest. And I think, like in Delhi, and I'll just come back to, like we were talking about the free bus ride and the electricity and all of that. People used to say to us कि तुम स्टेट को bankrupt कर दोगे, तुम सरकार को bankrupt कर दोगे, तुम
Correct.
बिजली का बिल भी फ्री दे रहे हो, पानी भी फ्री दे रहे हो, महिलाओं के लिए बस टिकट भी फ्री दे रहे हो. But today, Delhi is the only state in the country which is in fiscal surplus. In 2015, we inherited a fiscal deficit of a few thousand crores. Today, the Aam Aadmi Party government has turned around the fiscal position of Delhi, and we are in a fiscal surplus, and that is why we can have these pro-people policies. Goa is the reverse,
No, but why? Why?
because
This is what I wonder. Why?
kyunki, as I said, there is only two places the money can go.
Okay.
Either it can go into development or it can go into politicians' pockets.
Okay.
So जब politicians की pocket में आम आदमी पार्टी पैसा नहीं डाल रही है, like where आम आदमी पार्टी has to contest elections, हमें हर बार इलेक्शन से पहले लोगों के सामने जाके कहना पड़ता है जी हमें थोड़े से पैसे दे दो, हमें इलेक्शन की. No one believes that you can be in government in a state and still not have money. But that is the reason why we can give free electricity, free water, bus rides, improve schools, improve hospitals. Like in Delhi, in a mohalla clinic, you don't have to pay for any medicines, you don't have to pay for any doctor consultation, you don't have to pay for any tests, everything is free.
Like our GMC or whatever. Like our Goa
Yes,
also
but
has
except that this is in 1,000 places across the city.
Okay, smaller.
Yeah, so these are mohalla clinics that exist in every locality. Now, so what happens is that why are we able to sustain all of this?
How? No, how?
How? Because सरकार का पैसा सरकार के
But this is
काम
a
में
big
लग रहा है.
statement you're making.
No,
It's
but
a
tell
very
me,
big
this is,
statement.
see, there is a pool of money. I'll share
Yeah,
with you.
that part. Did you do? Were you economics?
No, I was a history graduate, but we have now understood some amount of economics by being in politics. Now, for example, I'll share an example with you. A few years ago, I was attending a wedding somewhere, and there was one gentleman there who was a contractor who for many years, for the past 15-20 years, has been doing PWD contracts. Now, as you would know, there is the rates are fixed for construction across the country. So,
Yes.
1 cubic meter of concrete would cost the same in Goa and in Delhi
Yes,
and in Arunachal
yes.
Pradesh. Something called DSR rates
Yes.
that CPWD sets. So, शादी पे किसी ने उस कॉन्ट्रैक्टर से पूछा कि यार ये बताओ कि दिल्ली सरकार के स्कूल का एक कमरे का खर्च पहले भी उतना ही होता था, अभी भी उतना ही होता है,
Okay.
तो अब स्कूल इतने अच्छे कैसे हो गए हैं? Like how do they look so much better in the same cost? And it took him a split second. He did not even wait I think half a second to answer the question. He said, तो क्योंकि इनका PWD मंत्री पैसा नहीं खाता ना.
Direct.
Yeah, that's what he said. I didn't say it. That's what the contractor said. He says कि a big chunk of money goes into the giving of contracts. कहते हैं फिर उसके नीचे वाले लेते हैं. कहते हैं फिर कुछ पैसा हम अपनी जेब में रखते हैं कि जब इनका इलेक्शन आएगा फिर से मांगेंगे हमसे. And so that's that same 100 rupees. It is either going to go in the making of the school, in the hospital, in the roads, in the buses, in developing the economy, or it is going to go in the politicians' pockets.
Okay, I'd like to just add on before you go to try and differentiate Goa. This is part of it also. Now, are you saying that I'm sure you've been traveling around Goa. You've seen the state of the roads in Goa.
Yes.
You think?
Interestingly, I was just sharing with someone yesterday when I was traveling from the airport to Panjim. Is that I first came to Goa in 2018, and that road in 2018 was under construction.
Okay.
And that road is still under construction.
Yes.
And it's now 2021, the middle of 2021, and one of my colleagues who was in the car was telling me that the PWD minister says in a press that it's at this month, at the end of this month, the work of this road is going to be done.
We were supposed to get everything hot mixed by the end of May, but anyway. So what I was saying, this is something that electricity and roads is something that we have taken up as an issue. We do it almost on every day. So what I wanted to know is, are you saying is that if the Delhi government was there, this problem about these roads, the way the roads are there, the way the state of the roads, the potholes would not have been there? Are you trying to say that?
Yes, absolutely. But what is the government there for? Why is it that we vote a government into power? Like if we do, so what is democracy 101?
Yes.
Democracy 101 is that, देखिए, government के पास जो पैसा है वो हमारा ही पैसा है ना?
Of course.
मतलब it is the money we pay in taxes. Either we pay it as income tax, और जब हम नमक खरीदते हैं, साबुन खरीदते हैं, पेन खरीदते हैं, हम हर चीज में टैक्स देते हैं. So वो है तो हमारा पैसा, right?
Absolutely.
तो what is an election? We say कि भाई हमें और भी चीजें करनी है. आप जर्नलिस्ट हैं, हो सकता है कोई टीचर हो, कोई बिजनेसमैन हो ना. We can't manage it on a large scale on a day-to-day basis. So we say कि okay, these are the people whom we are giving the responsibility to spend our money.
Correct.
That is the basic job of the government or an elected representative.
Yes.
We have given our money as taxes. We have given our vote. Now it is their job. They have the responsibility and they have the money. And if they are not being able to fulfill the responsibility with the money that the people have been given, then is that not a complete failure of the government?
Absolutely.
मतलब वो वहाँ पे किस लिए हैं? If during COVID times they cannot provide adequate health care, if during COVID times social security was not provided to the people who need it, if we cannot provide jobs, if we cannot provide electricity is almost now like a human right, like everybody needs it. If you cannot provide basic facilities, if you cannot provide roads, then what is the government doing? I think this is the question that the people of Goa are asking, and this is my question also, that bhai sarkar kar kya rahi hai?
Absolutely. Anyway, it's pretty refreshing for a politician, and you are an elected representative. You're talking about the same, your cousins across different parties. I'm not saying whatever, once removed or twice. It was very refreshing for somebody.
Hopefully quite removed.
It's very refreshing for you, I mean, for somebody to talk like this. But absolutely, I many times I tell these guys, I said, "Arey, you guys are doing inaugurations." I even tell my reporters, you guys are doing inaugurations, you all are doing foundation stones, you all are doing, and you expect the media to cover it. Why? It's our money. That's your job. You're getting a salary for it.
Exactly.
That's exactly. It's funny, but the logic is perfect, and it's very refreshing that you've come up with this. Okay, now we are like almost out of time, but I want to know now, in case Aam Aadmi, I don't know, comes to power sometime in the foreseeable future, or in these elections has get some representation, put some MLAs into this. What are you guys going to do to change this system? To change this? You see, we are pioneers. So we are, as you said, we have been pioneers in putting up this model. So possibly, could we be pioneers from Goa for some positive model?
Absolutely.
So how 100%. Are you
100%.
guys going to push that change?
See, I think one of the the change in governance and the change in policy has to be preceded by change in politics.
Okay.
Because finally politics decides policies. right?
Absolutely.
आपकी जैसी पॉलिटिक्स होगी, आपके जैसे पॉलिटिशियंस होंगे, जैसे पॉलिटिशियंस चुन के आएंगे, वैसे ही वहाँ की पॉलिसीज और गवर्नेंस होंगी. सो डेफिनेटली लाइक if you were to ask us, I remember I've done a lot of work in education. Before I became an MLA, I was the education advisor.
Yeah, I
in
know
the Delhi
that
government.
controversy part. I remember.
Yeah, and yeah, till I was fired by the MHA. Now, once I was giving a talk somewhere, okay, what we had done. So I shared infrastructure, teacher training. Well, I shared all. There's a gentleman in the audience who'd been in the education sector for 30-40 years. He says, आतिशी देखो बाकी सब तुम्हारी चीज़ ठीक है. कहते ये सब कुछ तो हर सरकार करती है. What is the magic ingredient that Aam Aadmi Party brought in? And that magic ingredient is political will.
The mindset change.
Yeah,
you mean.
absolutely. We are here. Aam Aadmi Party is governing in Delhi to work in the interest of the people. Aam Aadmi Party is here in Goa, not because we want to win elections or हमें यहाँ पे अपनी business बढ़ाना. We are here because we think that the people of Goa deserve a better government. And I think that that is really what is the magic ingredient in terms of what difference is going to be there. Because आप वही देखिए, if you think of Delhi, and I go back to Delhi because that is really where Aam Aadmi Party has shown how its governance model can work.
And it was born there basically.
Yeah. So you have the same taxes,
Yes. Absolutely.
you have the same officers, you have the same structure.
Probably less power than you would have.
Yes,
in
less
Goa.
power than maybe what previous governments would have.
Yeah.
And yet you have something that has transformed. How is that transformed? Because the magic ingredient is the political will of a government that is there to bring change. And I think even in Goa, if you look at Goan people, you can, Goa's culture is famous not just in Goa and in India, it's famous across the world. I mean, the vibrancy of Goa is something that people from all across the world come to see, right?
And they come to Goa also.
Exactly. And they come to Goa as well. Then why is it that Goa is in the state where Goa itself is not able to develop? The Goa which has taken so much to the world. And I think that that is where Goa suffers from the problem of really being, and no offense to any specific politicians, but really a first class people ruled by third class politicians. And I think that is the change that we are looking to bring.
That reminds me of a statement that Winston Churchill had made about Indian politicians, but let's not go into that. we have absolutely run out of time. Atishi, your message is good. It's refreshing, at least for Goa, for Goans, because minus the rhetoric of the press conferences and the politics, this is a very, very refreshing message. Now, what Goans would like to see and what Goa would like to see is how you guys are going to change the politics, and hopefully in the next 6 months we will be able to see whether you guys can put these things into practice. First thing, by whether you're going to win, whether you're going to go to the assembly and manage to change this. And thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you so much.
And keep watching Goa 365.